All right, folks, we are back in Gatlinburg now, and as you can tell, it is now dark. So this is the rest of our walk through town that we began this morning. We actually went back to the room, went to Dollywood for about 6 or 7 hours. So we went back to the room, cleaned up a little bit, came uptown. So we're going to walk down the other side of the street now. It's actually after 9 o'clock right now.
Actually, it is 9:38.
9:38. So we are parked up here in Calhoun's Village. We're not going to walk all the way up to the edge of town, but we are going to walk from here back down to the corner, down across from the Mountain Mall. So yeah, we're actually parked in Calhoun's Village right now. So that's about where we stopped this morning, close on the other side.
Yeah,
so,
Howard's, I think.
So we were parked on River Road then, but we're going to walk downtown. A lot of stuff's going to be closed tonight, so we're not going to be going to near as many stores. If we see something open, we'll go in it. But we're going to walk down and just show you Gatlinburg at night, so go with us.
Get people.
Okay, so we got a dog here in the window that you would think would be a fake dog, but he ain't fake, he's real. And they even got a sign up that my name is Snoopy, come in and see me. So he must just sit in that window a lot. I don't know if y'all can read that or not.
Pretty dog.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he's kind of breathing heavy. I hope he's okay.
He's a big dog. They're open.
Hey, buddy. He's just looking at us. He's a pretty dog.
He is.
Now, we don't know what's going on in town tonight, but there's been, as we were coming in, there's a lot of police action. In various areas, we've seen like the police going to like 4 different areas in town.
Oh, they had all their blue
lights on. This one doesn't have a blue light on. We don't know if they're looking for somebody or what the situation is. But here's a Cherokee Grill. This is one of our favorite restaurants. I would highly recommend them if you want to do a ribeye steak or prime rib, or even if you want to go for a sirloin. I'm not much of a sirloin eater, but they actually have 2 good sirloins on the menu. So, and here behind us, we just went here in March with some friends of ours from Virginia, the VA Fun Seekers, and this is Calhoun's. They got a good prime rib, hickory smoked prime rib.
It was good.
And that's what's on the sign. I think that's what we got. So, really good place as well. So, you got 2 great places right there in a short distance. Over there's Cumberland Jack's, used to be Texas Roadhouse. On up from that is one of our favorite breakfast places here in town, Crockett's. That's our tradition to kick off our Caves Cove camping trip. We got Luigi's Pizza. We're yet to try that.
We want to.
We are going to try it. Wedding Chapel. So, and again, new sign here at Ober Mountain. I don't know why. It's been Ober Gatlinburg since as long as I remember. I don't know why they changed that. I did not know they had. We just found that out last week on some else's video.
So that police guy, I just saw him come out of Calhoun's with a to-go box.
Okay,
There wasn't appear to get there last night.
Well, there was something going on
there
there.
was.
Because we saw police cars with lights flashing,
Yes.
like going up several different streets.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened. We're getting back uptown late from Dollywood. We've had a very tiring day. We're really dedicated to trying to bring a video because, quite honestly, it would feel much better to be laying in bed right now.
Yeah.
I got up before sunrise this morning and been on the go ever since. Here's Elvis Plaza. And again, as I mentioned earlier, there's the best Italian cafe and pizzeria up in there. Up there on top of the mountain. You can see Sky Bridge lit. Now here is the American Tradition store. This is one of our favorite stores in town. They've got a lot of Christian themed and pro-American things. They got a lot of neat little craft items. We really like this store. Really pretty frames and like that up there on the wall. Kate's Cove. I'm guessing it's getting late. They're probably going to be closing soon. So, probably not going to record all the way through the store, but they are getting ready to close, and the gentleman's vacuuming the floor, so we're not going to mess up what he's trying to clean. So I'll just try to zoom all the way back through there. There are still a few people in there, but I hate to walk on the floor after he's cleaning it, so live your life so the preacher won't have to lie at your funeral. Well, I heard it said a long time ago that no man can preach your funeral, which is true. He can get up and say some things, but that dash between the birth date or birth year and the death year is you preaching your own funeral, and that's true. The preacher shouldn't have to get up and say something that's not true, and he shouldn't do that anyway. But it's a reminder there that they say about preachers preaching somebody to heaven. A preacher can't preach you into heaven. Only a relationship with Jesus does that. All kinds of Bible covers. Just about any size, color you want. Anyway, this is just a great store. I would highly encourage you to check it out when you're in town. I've actually gotten a few neckties here before. And next to that is the Star Cars Museum. And there's a lot more on the inside. Well, look at this outfit right here.
What is it? On the Gatlinburg sweatshirt?
Up there's a little bit more of what they got on the inside, if you can see that. They got the Andy Griffith squad car up there. And Beverly Hillbillies truck. And a lot of others. And there's a General Lee. Little Herbie. Here we go. Now the dinosaur's getting a little bit hyped up tonight. He's growling a little bit, but I'm telling you, years ago that thing moved a lot more than he does now, and our boys are terrified of it. There's a Space Needle. Gatlinburg's pretty active tonight and noisy. There we go. He's looking right at me. Yeah, look at that. Hope it's worth it, dude. Now, a little secret. If you stand right down here on the corner, there is a webcam on the top of the Space Needle, and you can actually see yourself on the webcam. If you'll put that in Google and search for Gatlinburg webcams, we did that, what, about a year ago? We actually saw ourselves on the live webcam. So there's also one up at Newfound Gap. It updates at the top of every hour, but this one is live. Anytime you want to see how many people are in town, if you're not up here, what the weather's like, just go on the live webcams and you can see.
Everything I know.
This is about the noisiest I've ever seen it in town, to be honest with you. The Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I just was noticing that, yeah. That's actually, look at that, that's the words to the Star Spangled Banner. Look at that. Different license plates have the words for Star Spangled Banner. Hey, I want to show you something. What I'm going to show you can't see with the naked eye, but look on the screen here, the camera, how it picks that up in the distance. It's an American flag. Get down, Bob.
No, do you take any pictures?
But you can't see that with the naked eye, can you?
No, but you see the blue.
You can. Folks, if you're seeing this on the TV, the way it looks on my LCD screen, that just looks like an American flag in the distance. You see the stripes, the blue, and the stars. When you're standing here looking at that, that's not what it looks like. We can actually see the individual license plates, see what state they are, and what it says. When you zoom up on it, that's what it looks like to us from the distance. We cannot make that American flag. You can still see it on the screen, though. That's interesting. And here's the spinning ball. This ball is actually rotating on less than an inch of water. I think it's maybe, what, 1/8 of an inch?
Something like that. They used to have a sign.
And it weighs, I think they said that weighs up to 10,000 pounds. And you can actually stop it and start it the other direction. All Gatlinburg.
Go the other way!
Sky Bridge and the chairlift going to the top. Now what happened there? Okay, does that not look like that? It looks black up there to me. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just. This is one of my favorite candy stores in Gatlinburg. Been here for as long as I can remember, Old Smoky. There's also another one down in the village. But I've always been partial to this one. Been going in that one for a long, long time. You can actually, when they're making it, sit over there at the window and watch them make saltwater taffy. The machine is not running now. But, oh, yeah, they are. There goes the lights. But over here in the window, I don't see like the little toys and stuff. There's a little box of taffy. They used to have like cars and trucks with taffy wrapped up in them, and well, they're turning the lights out as we're doing this. So. Must be 10 o'clock. There's the taffy making machine. Up there is the Bird. This is the steakhouse where they come up to you on the
Saturday night's
street.
free dessert night too, guys. Come see us. Steaks are cooking, chicken cooking. We got a big salad bar. Please try us out sometime. It's really good.
Oh, we've been there.
Thank you, guys. Have an awesome night.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to tell you. That's the only steakhouse in town that'll cost you on the street. We went there 2-3 years back.
Yeah.
My experience was not great. What was it? They handed us the free coupon for dessert, and they said that one coupon would cover both of us.
They said, yeah, the piece is big enough for both. Is that what they said?
I think they said we could each get one, but then they said you could choose between a couple different ones. We got up there, and it was just a pecan pie.
Just a pecan pie.
And it was not good for both of us, so they didn't really tell us accurately. And I went. I'm not trying to hurt their business. We've not been back, but I love mushrooms anyway, and I always made the statement, you can't mess up a mushroom, but they did. The mushrooms in that salad bar were absolutely awful. And my steak, I had ordered, what was it? I ordered the butter on the top of it.
Yeah.
They brought it out without it, so by the time they brought it out, my steak was so cold it wouldn't melt it. So I asked them to take the steak and reheat it, and when I got it back, it was like rubber. I think you had the prime rib, you said yours was good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
So we had a little bit mixed experience there. Well, they do. They'll just about literally come up to you on the street and try to get you to come up there. If that's your thing, fine. But we generally, for the most part now that we're doing these videos, especially, there's a good store, the Bear Claw. I like that one. They've got some nice t-shirts. We generally, for the most part, have our restaurants picked out before we come.
Yeah, we usually discuss.
We'll figure out somewhere that we want to review, and then we'll have a backup if we get here one of them's closed or something, or too long of a wait time. But, hold on. They do have some pretty shirts though.
Yeah, they do.
I got my last Kate's Cove shirt here. Very soft material, very comfortable. I can see that shirt now. If they had it in another color, I would get another one because it's very, very comfortable and I like it. So anyway, that's the All-American store. Now this store and the one next door used to be, many years ago, called Campbell's. They had a lot of neat unique gifts, but check out that All-American store. They got some really, really nice Smoky Mountain shirts in there. Some really, really pretty designs. Really, really like that place. And it's not a big store either, but they got a lot of good stuff in a small area. So. Okay, I'll have to show you all this. We got orange and white dogs here. Obviously Tennessee fans. I'm very curious about that. Are they wearing something or is that they buy them?
If they're wearing something,
So I don't know if I like dyeing your dog or not. Well, I'll let y'all see that as soon as this crowd goes on by there. Yeah. So here is the Reagan Terrace Mall, and back in there, there's a little mini golf place up there on top. A couple little stores, Pocahontas.
Maybe.
I am very surprised with the amount of people. I don't think we've ever been up this late and seen this many people.
No, usually by 10 it's been an hour. Maybe
Yeah.
it's Saturday night.
I guess so. There's still several stores open. I'm very surprised.
Out and about this late.
No, but we have been up late before, and it really
Yeah.
usually starts to thin out. That is not the case now.
No, it's not.
So walking on down further, coming up on the other best Italian, and it says they've got the best burgers in town now. I love a good burger as much as anybody. I don't think I'd go to an Italian restaurant and get a burger. That's just me. Maybe if you're with a group and you don't like Italian food, that'd be a good option for you. But they're advertising best burgers in town. Their pizza, we've had it. It seemed like that was good.
They got good garlic.
The calzones are huge. That's enough for what, 2-3 people easy. Yeah, they do have good garlic knots. Formerly the Brass Lantern restaurant. We ate there many times. Bird's Famous Cookie Company. You can actually make up your own little sample box, mix and match. I think it's by weight, or is it by box size? I don't remember.
I think it's box size.
Yeah. So here's just a few of what they got. Chocolate chip, cupcake. Now listen, folks, do what you like, but please don't come in a place like this and get chocolate chip cookies. You can get chocolate chip cookies at Food City. Try something you can't get anywhere else. Like a Georgia peach, those are good. Key lime are really good. I have not tried Scotch oatmeal. I cannot tell you a thing about those. Like I said, folks, please don't come in here and get just a chocolate cookie or a triple chocolate or a quadruple chocolate. Try something exotic. Did you try anything else other than triple chocolate?
Yes, I said the Georgia
I don't mean
peach.
out of my box. I mean on your own.
I don't remember.
You're looking at someone that would go to a 1,000 flavor ice cream
No.
shop and get strawberry.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. You gotta have a little adventure in life. So they got axe throwing upstairs.
And let me say it again. It's the chocolate monkey.
Okay. In case you missed the story behind that this morning, we were on a cruise years ago, and they had this game where contestants had to stuff as many marshmallows in their mouth. What's the matter? Oh, yeah. The people had to stuff as many marshmallows in their mouth as they could and then say chubby bunny because you're supposed to make you spit it out. So the lady who was British was telling them what to do, so she picked up on the accent. And one day we're just walking through here right at that cruise. I can't do it.
Well, I forgot what she had said, and I said, look, chocolate monkey, and it was like...
So folks, that was 2013. It's been 10 years ago. She's still doing it every time I come through here. But look at all the apples. And there's not a one of those you couldn't make at home, just you don't really think to do it when you're at home.
I tried it, one of them, remember I couldn't get stuff to stick to it.
I don't see how the stuff could help but stick to it. If you put it on the caramel still margin, I guess. There's Ogle dogs at Fanny Farkers. So apparently there's going to be a diner here, I guess.
This right here says coming soon. Voted best diner in America.
I might be willing to try that. I'm assuming they serve more than breakfast in there. Yeah. I'm anxious to see what that's going to look like. Again, this is where they took out some stores I really like. I like all sauce stuff. They don't have hamburgers, it looks like. So yeah, this will be all 3 meals a day. That's going to be called the Sundowner Record Company. I'll be interested in trying that place out.
Looks pretty nice inside. Looks like it's going to be pretty open. You see the kitchen?
Yeah, and that's kind of a different design of what. Okay. Well, we'll be looking for that to open.
There's a big TV.
Oh wow, huge one. You can come in there and watch the game, and I mean in style. Good night, that's a big TV. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And here's another one. You don't have to say it again. And now, coming up on, I think probably my favorite place in Gatlinburg.
And thankfully it's a place that stayed pretty constant since we've been coming.
Yeah, it really has. Only a couple of things have changed. I think the little ice cream place is gone. It's like an art gallery now. But
Hot chocolate place.
I'm talking about the village. It's usually decorated in the fall, Christmas.
Different season.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing now. It don't look like much of anything right now. But they got 27 shops. Here's the second Old Smoky Candy Kitchen in town. Here's a directory. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but let's just find out here. Now, this is especially a pretty spot in the snow. Check out one of our first videos we ever did. Walk through Gatlinburg in the snow, Christmas Eve of 2020. One of our first videos. Check it out. It was about 4 inches of snow on the ground, and it was still coming down very hard when we walked through here. Very cold night, but very beautiful. In fact, we had a guy comment on that video. I'll tell you how you know somebody didn't watch the video. The first about half of the video was a drive-through town, and then we got out and walked into the village, and the guy commented and says, "Why don't y'all get out and walk?" So he obviously did not watch until the part that we do. So here's a neat store called the Day Hiker. Again, they're all closed now, but you got all kinds of hiking gear, maps, books on the national park, t-shirts for your hike, and even replica signs.
Oh, look at the Gatlinburg.
Huh? Oh,
T-shirt.
that is a
I like
nice
that.
shirt. Yes, I like that too.
Huh.
We're leaving out too early in the morning to come back tomorrow because I have to actually teach Sunday school in the morning. So we're heading out pretty early, but I like that. Looks like a lot of the vintage automobiles going up the street there too. In the modern town, the vintage automobiles. Might have to check that shirt out next time we come. So, back up in here is the honey pot. It's been here a long time. And they are closed, but still awesome. And no open food or drinks. Life is good. The silver tree. And like she was saying, most of the things in the village have stayed pretty constant. This is one exception. If you see the red brick building here, that used to be, is that called Sweethearts? Used to be a little, kind of like a, I guess retro, you might say, like a little ice cream shop diner.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry, now it's puzzles and brain teasers. And as late as it is, tired as I am, the last thing I need is my brain teased tonight.
Yeah.
But down here is the Candle Cottage,
Never noticed that sign up
Piano Oak Plaza. Here's the Candle Cottage. We have bought many scented candles there. And looky here, folks. If we have any younger people watching, this is how you used to make phone calls. I wonder if that thing still works.
there. Oh, nice.
Step in there and see. See if that thing's still got a dial tone.
Heavy doors.
Maybe that slammed a little harder so that too. No.
Did that sound loud?
Yeah, it did. I didn't expect that. You jumped.
I didn't either.
Now this used to be, this is something else that's changed. This is Bone Diggity Bakery and Gifts. It's a pet store. That used to, what was that called? It was a cappuccino place.
Yeah.
The old gentleman that run it passed away. Nice guy. I cannot think of the name of that now. Yes, they did, a hot eggnog. We would get that and come out here and just sit in the village and freeze to death and drink that hot drink, and that was some good fun. If you remember what that was called, please leave that in the comments. It'll come to me in a little bit. It's one of those things, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. Now, here's a place that I always remember being here, and that's the cheese cupboard. I used to, as a kid, I always have to go in there. They had a big wooden barrel full of dill pickles. I think they got them in a jar now. They used to be in a barrel. I used to have to always get me a dill pickle. So let's come over here and look at the fountain. A really pretty spot in the wintertime is when it's cold and that fountain freezes.
Yeah.
And here is the donut fryer. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you in on something right here. I don't know about everything they got, but the one thing we come here for is called the Fryer Special. You've seen us get them. That is the best cream-filled donut on the planet. And the reason it is because they load it with cream. They do not short you on the cream.
No. You take one bite and it's squirting out everywhere.
Yeah, it comes out the other side. Now, it's a chocolate-covered, cream-filled donut. You can get the same thing at Krispy Kreme, but Krispy Kreme don't give you that amount of cream.
No.
I ain't got nothing against Krispy Kreme. This is just better.
It is. And
It's
I
better.
just noticed they have a little thing of cinnamon bread there.
And we have not tried that. We struck out on the cinnamon bread at Dollywood today. We struck out on that. We were going to get some.
And they were sold out.
Yeah. Lemon ice frozen cappuccino. That sounds like something to try. Back here in the back of the village, there's some more shops. There's our Spice and Tea Exchange. We love those stores, as you know. The one thing I don't like about them is they have like member rewards cards, and you can't use them at any location. You have to use them in one.
But you got your...
Yeah, which I wish they would change that, honestly, because we're seeing them everywhere we go now, just about. And,
I think they are trying to change that.
and that's what kind of keeps it. Well, I mean, try, just do it. I don't know what keeps them from doing that, because what it does with us, like when we're in Myrtle Beach, it keeps us from buying any there, because it's like we'll be going to Gatlinburg in a few weeks and get what we need there, because we get rewards for it. So it causes us to not buy as much from the other ones we see, and we really like them. Here's a store they named after me, Lazy One of Gatlinburg. Masters Editions Art Gallery. Now that used to be Thomas Kincaid Gallery. Up in there's the Spice and Tea Exchange. And we like that store. And if you're needing restrooms, public restrooms, up at the top of the hill there is a public restroom. Now, I'll let y'all in a little secret. Most people come to Gatlinburg and never know this, but y'all are going to know it. You deserve to know it for watching us and staying with us this long in the video. So, if you walk up that hill right here beside the restrooms in the back of the village, there's a historic old cemetery that a lot of people walk the streets and never know about. It's actually a large cemetery. And I mean, they got some graves going back a long time. It was called the White Oak Flat Cemetery. Why is it called that?
Because that's what Gatlinburg was called.
Gatlinburg,
Before it was
Gatlinburg, was White Oak Flats.
Yep.
So that cemetery, I guess, I'm going to guess, has been there since before it was actually Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
It's just a little short walk. It's steep. I mean, it'll get your heart pumping, but it's short, very short. You can walk it in a minute. So just a little something extra there if you want to see it. Here's another store that's closed. The one next to it's open, Season's Best. Now I think they're actually the same owner. We met the guy years ago. We actually used to sell shirts to him. His name's Bob. Ranger Bob. Okay. So walking on down a little further, we got a boots, hats, apparel, purse, motorcycle access store. And they got some hats galore in there. Look at the hats in there.
They do. Seems like they don't want to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while. They do have a pretty good selection of boots.
Come here tomorrow and get my daddy's
And Buckboard 2 is closed. They are the other store in town that is like a nostalgia store from yesteryear, like what we were in this morning. But they got a lot of old movie themed things like Wizard of Oz, E.T. Star Wars. Again, a lot of old metal signs, vintage stuff, old soda bottles. And I will say this, excuse me, you buy 6 metal signs, and they're actually pretty reasonably priced, I'll say that for you. Your 7th one is free. So that's something to keep in mind if you're a collector of signs. Buy 6, you get a 7th. I bought probably 8 or 10 there. It's a coffee shack.
Yeah, but
Unique gifts and teas. And that's not a store I have much use for, but if you
if you like that kind of stuff, there it is.
you need your purse or a handbag, yeah. I don't even like to hold her purse for. I feel kind of,
I just make sure it matches out.
yeah. Old time portraits. It is. And Subway, so we are actually down here at the corner. We took you through the main part. There are still shops on down and back up also further than we went. So, yes, Anarchista, where you see the lights in the trees over there, the reddish looking tree with the, looks like it's clear lights falling. That's Anarchista. Which I'm trying to kind of find up there the other day. So back down here at the Mountain Mall on the corner, this is almost where we started from. As far as why this video is so long is because I recorded a lot more in the Mountain Mall than I planned to. So.
Yeah.
Looking up the street, looks like it's getting a little bit quieter in town. Still a lot of people out walking. I'm very surprised by this.
There's a lot of stores stuff here.
But at least there's not as many people going through revving their engines up and stuff.
That's right.
Alright, so we're going to walk on back up now. We've got a little bit of a walk back up to Calhoun Village.
We do.
So we're going to head on back up there.